Alright, so today we're going to talk about non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT. Like I said in the previous video, this is one of the major contributors. It's the largest variance between people related to total daily energy expenditure. So this is the thing that's going to modulate most people's ability to drop a little bit of extra weight or have a hard time dropping weight. The higher the NEAT is, can go anywhere from an extra 100 to 500 calories a day. So if you're on that lower end, you may be losing out on 400 extra calories a day burning just by having low levels of NEAT. A lot of that is in fact due to becoming more efficient at low level aerobics. So a lot of NEAT is dictated by low level aerobics, which is like walking, cutting the grass, things like that. As you get more into a deficit, as you get more acclimated to those low level aerobics, you become more efficient at it. As you become more efficient, you burn less calories. Also, body size decreasing also decreases your NEAT as well, or decreases the amount of calories you burn while doing NEAT. So as you get smaller in your diet, you're gonna have a little bit harder time burning the same amount of calories, doing the same amount of work, so you have to do a little bit extra every single time. So some of the studies that I found that showcase this is one by Martin et al. In 2011, effects of calorie restriction on the free living physical activity levels of non-obese humans. So it's nice that it's in non-obese humans. These were people that were fit with a lower level of BMI. And it had 3 randomized trials. And what they did was they just took people and put them on a low calorie diet between 10 to 20% calorie reduction. And they found that as the reductions went on, their levels of activity decreased as well throughout the day. So they had a harder time losing weight than they did originally when they first started. And this was done in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. So as it got further along, the same amount of activity didn't elicit the same amount of weight loss response. So then next would be energy metabolism after 2 years of an energy restriction. This was in a biosphere experiment by Weyer and et al. So a biosphere is just where they keep you inside of a controlled atmosphere for about 2 years. So they have full control over everything that you do. And these people were on a strict calorie deficit. They wanted to see how long it would take for them to regain some of their basic energy expenditure after the 2 years. And what they found was even after 6 months past the biosphere experiment, they gained all their weight back, but their energy expenditure was still less than when they first went in there. So even after a strict diet or a long-term diet, or this one was a more moderate diet, but even an over-exaggerated one where you lose a lot of weight fast, they still have the same amount of energy reductions that continue to make it harder and harder to lose weight again and again if you put a bunch of weight back on, or if you restrict yourself for too long as well. And then in the last one, acute adaptations of energy expenditure predicts diet-induced weight loss. So what they saw in this study was that the people that were more fidgety over time were able to burn more calories. The people that sat down more, less fidgety, didn't burn as many calories. So these are all contributors to whether or not you can burn those extra 100 to 600 calories a day, which can contribute to continuing your weight loss journey. So as we diet, we tend to get a little bit lazier. We think that exercise and cardio are the only things that we need to do. So we'll do our cardio, we'll do our exercise, and because our calories are so low, we tend to just sit down the rest of the day. Whereas when we started the diet, we were moving around, we were doing a whole bunch of extra stuff. So what you want to do as you progress through your diet, maybe weeks 8, 12, 16, 20, however long you're dieting for, is just to make sure that you're continuing to hit those amount of steps on a daily basis. So if you're at 5,000 steps when you start, stay at 5,000 steps, continue to monitor that, continue to keep all your housework up and everything up. Don't just sit on the couch because you're tired, because that's going to make your weight loss extremely harder on your body. So just think about those things when you're calculating your diet, when you're thinking about, I need to put in my training, I need to put in my cardio, I also need to put in my NEAT, and what that's going to look like on a day-to-day basis. And that gives you 3 things that you're able to manipulate, and 3 variables that will allow you to control your weight loss as you progress through your dieting phase. So check out those studies. Let me know what you guys think. And next we'll go over protein recommendations, and also protein feeding and how that relates to better body composition as well. So thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll talk to you next time.